Yeah, I won't know what to do with it.
I want to know.
I wasn't involved with it.
Keeps on messing up, or whether it's
Right.
changing that thing a little bit to fix it.
Gotcha.
I mean, I enjoy being out here.
Yeah.
If I was out here and I wasn't doing this, I'd probably left by now because it's going to be cold and a bit slow. But it's still kind of interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, because I'd much rather be down there.
No doubt about that one, was there? Thank God it was that one, not the other one. That's a problem. You don't want it where they're coming up and they're making so much noise it triggers the other side for
Yeah.
it.
Did you turn it all the way down or just
No,
partial?
no, it's a 10-turn pot, and I probably gave it 3 or 4 turns. It's a really simple circuit. It's not much to it.
Just two sizes of capacitors. You just have two filters on it.
Yeah, what I've got is I have an oscillator that's running at about 10 kilohertz, and that oscillator then is fed to a capacitor that charges the capacitor up. And so the bigger the capacitor up, the more voltage it charges up on it. And the capacitor is actually the ground, it's the earth underneath that strip. So
Okay.
one side of the capacitor is ground, and the other side of the capacitor is that strip.
So you're always charging that strip.
I'm going to charge that strip up. Now I'm going to measure the voltage on that strip, and then I take that to an amplifier where I've got two inputs of the amplifier. One input is what's been going on for the last few seconds with the big capacitor, and the other side is what's going on right now. And if what's right now is set up so it has to be slightly bigger than what happened before, it basically comparative flips, sends an output.
Gotcha.
That's a flip flop. There's two flip flops, and this one flips, it locks the other one out. If this one flips, it locks that one out.
Gotcha.
It's just, I mean, there's 3 chips. Each one costs about 20 cents. Well, that's it.
So are you charging the capacitor to the line capacitor or the wire?
What happens to the capacitor? The capacitor bleeds off because the capacitors aren't perfect. So you've got an oscillator, you've got this ripple effect.
Right.
So the bigger the capacitor is, the more it can bleed up before it bleeds off. So it's just kind of doing this.
Right.
And you just measure that peak. Yeah, I tried doing the same thing with the phase on loop with the radio station up to tried the thing with the ultrasonic piezo buzzers, and there's too much noise from other vehicles and set that off. The simplest thing in the whole thing is just two pieces of metal that aren't quite touching each other. That's really simple, but
It's hard to build the.
yeah, it's hard to build it. And then you've got twice as much material up and for them to run over, them to rip off.
Now you could take. I'm thinking you could take the two pieces of metal, put paper in between them. But not just one piece of paper. You put one piece of paper, then a piece of tape, then another piece of paper, and then the other piece of metal or something. Sandwich it somehow.
So what are you trying to do? Switch or a
Capacitor.
Well, the trouble is they'll be fighting against each other all the time. The thing about what works here is the ground's rough, so it gets pushed down to the ground a bit harder and it changes the capacitor. The capacitor change is quite significant. I mean, on the meter you can see it goes from like 200 picofarads to 400 picofarads. It's quite a bit. Little blue meter that I've got, you can see it on that. Plain as day. Just stepping on it like that, you can see it change. Like there's no doubt what's going on.
So you could actually use that and put weight on it.
Yeah, as you step on it, I mean, you could use it at the
Blue
start
rod.
line. The trouble is, I think I'll tear it up on the start line because they really
Yeah.
are getting a lot of traction.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you could watch the voltage, and the voltage is here, and as they get on it, the voltage goes up to here, and then when they get off it, the voltage goes down. You could use it for. You wouldn't have to have these staging lights. You'd know right when they're on it.
Well, the only one you really need to know is the one closest to the finish line. I mean, the first one is just to tell you that you're getting close to the starting line. You know.
Yeah.
Even when they take off.
Hello, still out here working away. They're still racing. They're doing their shootout. They're doing their shootout round, money round, people who wins money. Still going. I don't think they've got a lot more to go, but Get cold. Yeah, right. But I'm going to guess we're not going to tear everything down. We're going to leave our big sign up because there's no way we can get that down in the dark. So big sign's down. Just got to gather up. What do you think it's going to take us for us to get out of here? 10 minutes after we finish racing, we'll be out of here.
More like 30.
30 minutes. Yeah. All right. So I'm still, basically 30 minutes to party up, 30 minutes to get back. I'm at least an hour away from being back.
And they're not even done racing.
Well, honey, what do you want me to do? I've got no control over this. No control over it. Okay. If that's what you need to do. Okay. Bye. Yeah, I built some, I had those little pedometer things.
Yeah.
I built quite a few strips, just two pieces of, take a piece of metal strip, lay a piece of tape over it, cut a piece of tape out in the middle, and then put the other on top of it. It worked great, and it probably worked fine here. Probably wouldn't be affected by the noise either. But it's a little bit, we have to play around with it. It's going to be the same, because that's so friggin' easy, just an SB and straight onto the input.
Yeah, it's probably something you could use instead of that metal too. I know the metal's a good conductor, but I don't know what it would be. But it sure seems like there ought to be something that you could just lay down there in the porosity of the medium, carbon fiber or some crap like that. Even fiberglass underneath tape, but it's not electrically conductive or as conductive as that metal. It's easier to see that. Well, it probably is. It's just harder to see. Now you're talking about voltages and power down so low that you need the space Hubble to tell the difference.
Mm-hmm.
I know those lasers that we had, you can aim those pretty good. It's the infrared.
Right.
It works pretty good, but with those lasers, you could actually take something with a low profile, like a half an inch, and put tape over it and lay it and just aim at that reflector with the laser.
Right.
But then you're still doing the same thing, aiming them.
I don't think I like the reflective stuff at all. You've got lights and other things you've got to fuck around with. That's what, I had enough hell with it today. And you've got to aim stuff. And all the other, you've got a reflector in the middle of the road they run over.
And sonar you wouldn't be able to use because you'd still have to have something in the middle of the road to bounce off of.
Sounds beefy, doesn't it?
Yeah.
What do they do when they race against nobody? What's the point of this?
I don't know I think they're just coming out and playing.
Just playing.
Yeah. I mean, the guys don't have nowhere to go. It gives them a chance to, test the engine, tune it up.
I thought they were having a shootout with someone just winning money, but maybe they put this in between. Hell, I mean, I'm happy to see them run down the track. It's more fun than doing nothing. I want somebody to run this left lane like that and to make sure that light doesn't go on.
I don't know why they're changing lanes. Some people like specific lane, but I don't know if they got something wrong with the lane down there either. Sometimes you got one lane stickier than the other. And he said he's afraid to spray that.
Jesus, Father. Jesus.
Oh, that's Jeff Lutz.
Jesus Christ.
He wasn't doing anything.
No, he just gave up. That lost because he just.
Yeah, he just gave up. He didn't even pull no
That's what we did
RPM.
last time, wasn't it?
Yeah.
About in here somewhere, he just took it off because you could see he was just accelerating like crazy. That first
He never
time
romped on it either.
No.
But I wonder what he's got underneath there. He's got his whole website, a couple YouTube.
Who is that guy?
I believe that was Jeff Lutz.
Oh, is that who that is? Ah, yeah, I think you're right.
He's supposed to be the fastest in either the United States or the country. They just showed him came back from Australia, or he went over to Australia.
Fastest on what?
Fastest street car.
Oh, that's not a street car.
He's driving it. They show him pulling a trailer down the road.
Really?
Yeah.
Behind that looks like a
Yeah.
freaking rail.
They
track.
show him pulling a trailer behind a small trailer, but he's pulling a trailer driving down the highway.
Yes.
Yeah.
There you go. And you can do things to make it street legal, though. I don't understand. Sure, it'll look street legal, didn't it?
No. But according to the site, it's street legal. See, he won't come back. He won't drive back this. He's going to drive it out on the street to come back to the cul-de-sac up
So
there.
you got to be street legal to do that.
Yeah.
Oh, is that why the dragsters come back around this way? Is that? I see. That makes sense. Oh, interesting.
But that thing was more like a dragster.
Hell, it sounded like it was a jet-powered thing. The way it took off too. It's like,
Yeah.
just kept on accelerating until he took his foot off at about what, a third of the way down the track. He stopped.
Well, I was looking at. He's got the turbocharges way down on the ass end of the exhaust.
Oh,
You know, a lot of the cars you see the turbocharge up there on the front.
Yes.
And his was way down here at the ass end of the exhaust.
Yeah, I've seen some vets they do that. They put the turbocharger on both exhaust sides in the back. You got room back there to put it, and the charge is cooler by the time it gets back up to the car.
Yeah, probably.
You got a lag problem you've got to contend with.
Yeah.
You can press it there, and by the time you see it, it might take you. But it doesn't matter for a race car. It doesn't matter for a street car.
But he's got it taken. He's got it figured out.
Yeah.
I just think.
Oh, there's been a lot of figuring out on this stuff.
Yeah.
If you go back 15 years ago, people weren't using turbochargers that much. It's hard to not blow engines up. I mean, you can get a ridiculous amount of boost out of a turbocharger.
Well, I seen one they put on a lawnmower.
Yeah.
Somebody put a damn turbocharger on a lawnmower.
Yeah. Yeah, getting like 100 horsepower of a lawnmower or something. We're supposed to have like 3 or 6.5. Yeah, if you put 15 pounds of boost, you'll double the horsepower. And some of these cars are out. I had a car that had 15 pounds of boost.
What was that?
It was a what the hell was it? It was a I don't know the name of the stupid thing now.
Well, that's what we need to do.
Made by Dodge. It was a Dodge.
We need to support a street racer.
It'd be fun, but it was
Take too much time.
a Dodge Stealth. It was a Stealth, twin turbocharged Stealth. I think it fucking run. It was a quick car.
What'd you do with it?
I sold it. It was a stock car. It was like the same thing as a Mitsubishi 3000 VRT. Was the Mitsubishi version of it.
Oh, the short body style?
No, it was actually 4-seat. 2 in the front, 2 worthless ones in the back. You couldn't put anybody in, about like a Jag. But it was a quick car. I mean, I don't know what it was. It was a 5-second car. I actually sold it to somebody what to do with it. And then he put a bigger booster on it and blew it up.
Damn.
It had 16 pounds of boost. And it was about 350 horsepower, which was quite a bit back then. But now people are putting, they're getting 600 horsepower out of them by boosting them even further. But you have the problem is if it detonates, if you put too much boost in, it'll start detonating before the ignition. And then what happens is the piston's here somewhere, not up here, and it pushes the piston back down and breaks it.
Just like a diesel, the pressure is explode, causing it to ignite.
Yeah, exactly. It'll diesel. Is exactly what it does. It diesels and it detonates. And so, what's supposed to happen is the piston comes up here and it fires just beforehand and it goes down.
Yeah.
But if you fire it right here, guess what? It's going up like this and the charge is going down like that. You got yourself a broken connection rod.
You just plug the power in backwards.
You just plug it exactly.
And at the same time.
Exactly. That's exactly what you've done. And you just detonate the bottom end of the engine, blow the bottom end up, and that's it. Grenade the engine in one go. So I think. So they do some things like they spray water in and stuff like this and stop. Then you can get more boost.
I wonder how much it costs to get that copo done like that. And someone's saying he had a vet that he did the same thing to. That must be fun. nitrous out. The one on the R right. Two fastest cars of the night. Here we go. I think we settled whose was the fastest car. Yeah, yeah. Brown, yeah. And they're doing pretty good at shutting down too. We ain't had no problems with guys shutting down tonight. Of course, a lot of them haven't been putting it down either. Sounds like it's coming out of a car.
Sounds cleaner all of a sudden, doesn't it?
Yeah. Man, I'm shaking. Cold. Another right lane win. Yeah. Well, music's still coming down there, so maybe they just plugged straight into the amplifier. They just plugged a audio source into the amplifier. They still got them lining up too.